want me to look at you, camera?
I'm the camera. So we're rolling, and I'm here with
Rick Kavanagh.
Rick, and can you tell me a little bit about what brought you here today? What objectives you have by being here?
Well, we're trying to get right now. We're trying to get labeling for the GMOs, which is the genetically modified organisms that's being put into our vegetables now, and a lot of our corn, soy is all genetically modified. We're trying to get the hold on. This site right here, labelgmos.org. That is the site that is writing the initiative right now in California to get GMOs labeled. If we can get them labeled, that will pretty much put a stop to genetically modified organisms, because it's like high fructose corn syrup. Once they got that labeled, people started watching out for it. Without the labeling, they can't be traced back to any of the problems, the diseases, the cancers that's being caused by it, the diabetes, the allergies. None of that can be traced back because there's no traceability without the labeling. The large corporations like Monsanto, Dow, DuPont, those chemical companies now are buying all the seeds in the world, all the seed companies, and they're genetically modifying them. So they're all genetically modified now with the pesticide built into the gene. So you can't wash off the plant anymore. It's in the plant itself.
And do you know a little bit about the history of GMOs and why the public should be concerned about their prevailing and widespread usage globally?
Yes, they are global right now with the genetically modified seeds. They're in India. They're in quite a few different countries now. They're trying to go into poor countries like Haiti and give them seeds because they know that the country has food issues. You know, they're not able to support themselves with the food supply they have there. So they're offering them free seeds which are genetically modified. Which has been going on for over 20 years now. Monsanto, one of the biggest chemical corporations, is the leader of all these chemical modifications to the seeds. We've got Syngenta, like I said, DuPont, some other companies that are also following them, and they've all seemed to be buying up all the seed companies.
And when you say genetically modified, what is that? What is the definition? What does that actually mean to the produce, to the consumer that's consuming the produce?
What happens is it's systemic. So it's being put into the gene of the plant. So when the plant is grown, the Roundup Ready pesticide is in the plant. So instead of just spraying the plants like they used to do in the old days, now it's in the seed. So they're still spraying the plant.
And there could be multiple different genes from even animals and other organisms.
They are
within
also
that plant.
doing they're putting protein with human protein genes in rice to give it more protein. They've got fish genes in tomatoes, so tomatoes will grow in a colder climate. It's stuff that won't naturally happen in real nature.
And so naturally that presents issues with synthesizing with the human organic body. What are some of the effects that are documented with human health from the consumption of GMOs?
Well, right now they've proven that it can cause tumors in rats and all the other animals that they've tested it on. They have not tested it in humans because there's no testing requirements done, and there's no testing by the FDA that has to be done. So,
but we've heard of cases of people consuming Taco Bell tortillas and immediately having allergic reactions because of the GMOs.
Yes, the allergic reactions is a big thing too.
And other instances of that. What can a consumer do to protect themselves against consuming these GMOs?
Well, if you shop locally, shop at your farmers markets, know your farm that you're even if you go to a farmer's market, make sure you ask them, is it grown organically? Did they use any pesticides or herbicides? Go to your Whole Foods section and make sure that they have the certification of USDA certified organic, or in California, there's a California certification that's stamped that they also have. The Non-GMO Project is another stamp that they'll have. Just look for them to say non-GMO or organic on there.
And how can they connect with your organization?
They can connect with us through labelgmos.org, or they can also go on Facebook to GMO Free Los Angeles and connect with us there. And there's also many other sites, Millions Against Monsanto, the Organic Consumers Association, the Institute for Responsible Technology. There's a lot of them out there, and they're all, the ones I just mentioned are all working together. So good organizations to go through.
And anything else you'd like to say to the people watching this?
Yes, vote with your dollar, buy organic, shop at your farmers markets, grow your own food, read the labels.
And one final question I ask people who I'm interviewing. If you can save the world, what would you do? What would you think would need to be done to kind of get this world on the right track to sustainability, to a more harmonic civilizations within each other? What would you think would need to be done to save the world?
People need to take matters in their own hands. They need to research the information that's out there. Don't be asleep. Wake up, read your labels, shop smart, and vote with your dollars. And take care of yourself, because nobody else is going to do it for you.
Well, thank you very much, Rick. I appreciate it.
Thank you.